But my longer term 12 to 18 month target, I'll just tell you right now, it's more like, all right, welcome to Talking Investing. I am Tom. This is not financial advice. It is Monday morning, October 11th, and the market is open. And I wanted to go through Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners because there's a lot of activity going on. The Bitcoin miners have been very volatile this morning. So I want to go through what's going on with Bitcoin, and we'll take a look at a few of the Bitcoin mining charts because they're hitting some significant spots. I want to start out with the big picture, so I'm going to zoom way out on the Bitcoin chart. This is from April through October on Bitcoin because we're starting to approach some of our all-time highs here. And so I wanted to just zoom out. You know, I've got a million lines on my other Bitcoin chart, so I wanted to make things simple here. We are currently, right now as I speak, trading at 57,650-ish. That is the high on the day. I don't know where it's going to end up at the end of the day. It seems to be rallying very strong, so we'll see if it keeps going or if it pulls back. That's one of the things I wanted to go through. If you look at this chart, this is September 29th. So that was less than 2 weeks ago. So in 2 weeks, we've just gone straight up. We had a tiny little consolidation sideways here and here, but we have not pulled back and retested anything since September 29th. This is a massive bull run. We had another one of these right here. So I think this was the one where it was 12 or 13 or 14 days in a row where the daily candle was up. So, we haven't quite hit that on this run, but this is actually a bigger run up than this one was at the moment. So the first thing I'll say, there's one of two things that are going to happen. We either just keep going up in a straight line here for a while. Now, at some point that ends. We know this can't go up in a straight line forever, and it's not even necessarily a healthy trading pattern. We did get some consolidation over the weekend. We did not go down really and retest any lines of support. So we've run pretty much straight from 41,000 to now 57,600. So that's a very long straight line up. So there's two yellow lines on this chart. I want to show you these two yellow lines because they are now, from a big picture, there's basically two lines of resistance left. $59,323 takes us back to May 9th. So that's over 5 months ago. We've taken a long journey. We are now approaching this significant number. If and when we get to that spot, the only thing that remains is to retest our all-time high, which we hit on April 14th here. We were just under $65,000. So that's the all-time high. And so those are the two lines that we're gunning for at this point. I believe we're in the middle of a bull run. You guys know for the last month and a half, I've been saying that I'm very bullish on Bitcoin and that I think we're still in the middle of a bull run here. Actually, I think we have quite a ways left to go on this bull run. However, having said that, looking at this giant straight line up, at some point I'm expecting a pullback to retest some line of support. I don't know. If we're lucky, we run up past 59 and we bounce around from 59 to 65 for a little while. Maybe that's the area that we get stuck in. That would be great. But with the run we've had at this point, I will not be surprised at any point in time to see some type of at least small pullback. So that's my big picture look at this. Again, I will reiterate, in general, I am still very bullish on Bitcoin. So I think there's a long way to go up from here. Having said that, let's take a look at the detailed chart over the weekend. Okay, so this blue line right here was the close on Friday of the market. I'm just going to create a box, which is this right here. So it was my feeling that we were going to go sideways this weekend. Our green line at 53,000 was going to be support, and the purple line at 55,800 was going to be resistance, and that we would kind of trade sideways for the weekend. Well, it did a little bit better than I expected. For the most part of this weekend, we did trade sideways inside that range. But this is last night at around 10 or 11 o'clock. We broke out of the upside of that range. And, this candle wick came down and tested it as support. So we've been above that point ever since. So we did break out of where I thought we would. And we've now run into this next line at around 57,500. So we're right at this line right here. This line actually traces back several months, but it is a much weaker line of resistance. I'm not expecting to see us stall out at this line right here. This is a very significant line. So, we still have $2,000 to go to get up to that line. The way Bitcoin's going, it's hard to say if that's going to be a week from now or 2 hours from now. We'll have to wait and see. But that's the next line I'm looking at. We're heading towards 59,600. And then if we can break through that, we're heading towards our all-time high of 64,000. And I don't want to take off the table the fact that we could retrace our steps a little bit here. I mean, even if we were to go back down and retest 55,800, that would not be a bearish signal in any way. Some type of retest and finding some lines of support is natural. This has been a very big run up in a straight line. Now you will see we did get this weekend activity where there was some consolidation. Even this from the close on Friday, we were creating higher lows all the way along the way and higher highs all the way along the way. So even in this sideways activity, we were still trending higher all weekend. So very bullish, very, very bullish activity. I want to run through what the miners are doing, and then I'm going to take a look at a couple of the charts. So again, it's now 10:45, so we're about 1 hour into the trading day on Monday morning. I'm just going to run down the chart. So Bitcoin is up over 5%. Bitfarms is up 4.09%. HUT is up 3.84%. CleanSpark is up 3.95%. Marathon's up 8.28%. Riot is up 6.35%. Hive is up 5.48%. BitDigital's up 10.93%. Greenidge is up 7%. So maybe we're finding a floor here on Greenidge at 23 or 24. And Any is up 8.37%. Now, Any is the Griffin merger that's coming up. So that stock has been running up. I do think there's some more upside left on that, but I'm not trading it because I am worried ultimately about the downside on Any. Again, this is not financial advice. This is how I'm looking at all of this. You guys got to decide what you're going to do with your money. All right, I want to start with CleanSpark. We're finally making some progress here on CleanSpark. This is the September and October chart for CleanSpark. So they have been pretty much struggling since the beginning of September here. They took a long path down. It was down substantially more than Bitcoin was down. We then ran up to this $12.44 mark where we stayed from October 1st through October 5th. All of these points I was saying, in my opinion, were very, very unreasonably low. And I thought the first threshold would be $13.66. And my short-term target price for this has been $15.68. Well, that has not looked good for most of the last month that I've been talking about it. Now, it's only October 11th right now, and we're just about at $15. So, bouncing between $12 and $13 for a month, it did not feel like we were going to get back to $15. Earlier today, we actually did pop over $15. So I'm looking for that trend to continue. $15.68 has been my 2 to 4 week price target. So this one was looking ugly for a while, but I've got some time left and I think we're going to get there. So I feel good about CleanSpark. Right now we're up 4.4%. And again, it's early in the trading day today. So now as I'm speaking, we just popped up to $15 on CleanSpark. So I feel like we are most of the way to my short-term target here. And I got a couple of weeks left on this, and I don't believe it's going to take that long to get there. So when we do get there, we'll get our next price target, because I will tell you, for me, CleanSpark is a long-term buy and hold. $15 is the beginning. That is just getting back to some rational number, in my opinion. My price target on this is multiples higher than $15. So again, I don't have a crystal ball. This isn't financial advice. But my longer term 12 to 18 month target, I'll just tell you right now, it's more like $45. So not looking for that to happen this week or this month. For now, let's just focus on getting from $15 to $15.68, and then we'll set another short-term price target. So as we're looking right now, Bitfarms is up 4.27% on the day. I'm going to zoom in a little bit because you'll see this is one of the ones that's had a very volatile day. So it closed Friday at just over $5. Looks like $5.12. And we gapped open this morning and ran straight up. By 9:45 this morning, we were at close to $5.50. We're at $5.34. Now, you guys know that I have had a line at $5.35 on this chart for a long time. So, you know, and again, I like to reiterate, these are guidelines, not perfect lines. So anyway, having said that, you know, it retraced right back down to that $5.35 mark. And it's not the first time this has happened. It just did this on October 6th. It did the exact same thing. So we tested this line on October 5th. We jumped above it and then went back down to it on October 6th. We're doing the same thing again here right now. So I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why it's struggling at this line. In my line, my very short-term price target on this is $5.95. So I am expecting, you know, whether it's today or this week or 2 weeks at the most, I'm expecting this to run back basically from $5.35 up to close to $6 in the very short term. Bitfarms has been underperforming in a very unreasonable way, in my opinion. Nice progress on the day today, although I'd like to see it run back up to where it was just an hour ago, because actually Bitcoin is higher right now than it was when Bitfarms was trading up here at $5.46. So let's see how the trend continues here today. If Bitcoin keeps the pressure on, then I feel like maybe Bitfarms will have another leg up today. But it is up 4.09% right now as we speak. So that's a healthy day. I'm expecting more. So I just want to end on the Bitcoin chart, and we'll zoom in a little. Right now we're at 57,432. It looks like we hit so far 57,677 was the high on the day this morning so far. So we'll see how the rest of the trading day goes. Let's hope we take that out and have a nice run up today. But anything's possible. So best of luck trading, and we will see you in the next video. Thanks.